이때도 드네산다다위 되긴 캐원데 통도 출렁다데 되후 대체 과해진다다 되후 이원래요就是说闹你痛嘿我有啊好我讲 Yeah, long time ago we all migrate from Zama Lake. My grandparents and parents used to live there. They had log houses and stuff. Now it's all old and overgrown. Don't that to hey home there that say people used to go rabbit snare for food. Ni la ni yonde I to only the yon don ring ya setti de we ya in la du jon cha don ta setti il a genau c'est non setti jon dige la du say no that ton in dige ja no that esa gwensani don't answer. My grandfather once told me that he prophesied that as I grew up he won't see me on the reserve. I kind of laugh at him because I thought I was silly, that why should I leave my home and be somewhere else. So, but when I look back, he was right on the button. He told me I was not going to be married on the reserve and stuff like that. So that's exactly what happened to me. So, people used to live along the river where there's river, so they could they're closer to the water sources and they'll build tents or log cabins and they do a lot of fishing, moose hunting. The women would do a lot of moose hides and for their sewing. And men would go trapping, hunting to get food. So there was not much for store-bought stuff, just for flowers. They had Hudson Bay posts where they just had food flowing in. They had they get flour, sugar, and just basic stuff. So pretty much everybody lived off the land. So chugaga chunda da de chula hao de ho do yi de igua na da de I khata esinju tusi hwanda da de iju mika tinga uchu shuge junde chong ujo ukyote kamasi ju eze atawele dieti ya tsende he iga ju wote kyoge kan det kadai salato yeli eke tene khadi da ni gani deru residential school le at the school sits at the daily iwa the chito seko agi la lo sa situation shock ni tin la mo gucha Nahti tene iehta. So in the early 50s, they built a residential school. So a lot of us, it was all prepared. So the government, the priest, and they worked it out. So we all had to leave as we were 5, 6 years old. We were taken away to school. And it wasn't that far. It's only 9 kilometers, 9 miles, I guess, in those days then. So, but still, we weren't allowed to see our parents. It was pretty sad because most of us were really young. We didn't know what's going on. And if we didn't go, they threatened that our family won't get any help from the government or get family allowance, they call it. So we had no choice. Our parents had no choice but to agree so we could go to school. So that was beginning of our life as to introducing the way the white society lived from those days on when I left home at that early age. So, like, in knowing how a different culture lived, like flushing toilet and running water, that was all new to me because we had outhouses and we cook our own food on the fire and stuff. So it was really different. So that's how I became to learn more about white society style of life. You really residential school need a husband love. Dahila du se tonti dahesa te oden keka. Dene da hodi da hodi I do walket nada husband thinking that do classrooms ha English also the girls hall the goy in now they dene in water do lock. A one 40 I do a yearly tao night day thing they da more da pat they da thing thing a ye let Tony tired day or the honey you and the so holding out the layer a goes on the sale tao sad the honky da more da tata they da thing then leave you it you let Tony tired day on it honky it got and they so go out that's it all honky in that do kill they would cook you kill we were in residential school you say not a husband we weren't very strict or punished for speaking our language except in classrooms we weren't allowed girls hall boys hall it's a dining room we used to talk let us talk and stuff Oh, the honey, yeah, they all grew up and went different ways. Some went to uh, high school, different high school, and some went to Edmonton, Grand Prairie. Some were they had room and board. They went to out to finish high school because there was only I think grade 9 was up to for residential school. So we all had chances of getting educated furthermore. So a lot of that was okay. But the thing was, uh, I don't think my generation lost a lot of English. Um, they're like talking their language. It's their children or next generation. They spoke most of English to their kids because I think they want their grandchild or to do better in school. Because if they don't have that English level as in kindergarten when they go in, then they have a hard time in school. So they want good. I understand they want good education for their kids, but to me that was a shame because they never. It's not all resident school that they lost their language. It's themselves that they never speak to their children. They all spoke to their children in English, so they lost it. Because I know many family like that they so you can't really say it's someone's fault I lost my language. I kept it. I still speak it, and it's kind of sad that way. So for myself, I still speak it, but I'm learning more and more, doing more and more of my our general way of sewing. So I take videos and beadwork and other things. So how to do tanning, and I even hunt and do on the trap line, trying to bring that sources back to my community into young generation. So hopefully it helps. So they got something to do, so they're not get themselves in trouble into alcohol or drugs. What I'm doing hopefully helps in the new generation that's coming up to Canada.
Did you like this video? If you did, I think you're gonna like this one right over here. So check it out. And I appreciate your subscribing if you haven't done so already. Remember to do that while you're watching this next video. Click like, it all helps us out for this channel. Catch you next time.